We live in a world that's loud, a world of filters and facades. It's easy to feel lost in the noise, to feel like you're not enough. But behind the smiles, many are fighting a silent battle. This is the battle of low self-esteem. It's the voice inside that whispers doubts, the voice that tells you you're not worthy. This voice can be deafening. It can hold you back from the life you deserve. But you are not alone. Low self-esteem is more common than you think. It affects people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life. This is a journey of healing, a journey to rediscover your worth, a journey to silence the inner critic and reclaim your voice. Are you ready to begin? Self-esteem is the way we see ourselves. It's the value we place on our own worth. It's the foundation of our confidence and our courage. When we have healthy self-esteem, we see ourselves with kindness and compassion. We recognize our strengths and embrace our imperfections. We believe in our ability to learn and grow. But low self-esteem paints a different picture. It distorts our view, magnifying our flaws and minimizing our accomplishments. We become our own harshest critics, filled with self-doubt and insecurity. This negative self-perception can affect every aspect of our lives. It influences our relationships, our careers, and our overall well-being. Low self-esteem is more than just feeling down on yourself occasionally. It's a persistent state of feeling inadequate, unworthy, and incapable. It's a heavy weight that we carry with us, impacting our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. You might constantly compare yourself to others, always finding yourself lacking. You might be afraid of failure, so you avoid taking risks or pursuing your dreams. You may seek validation from others, needing constant reassurance that you're good enough. Low self-esteem can manifest in many ways. You might find yourself over-apologizing even when you've done nothing wrong, or you might struggle to accept compliments, deflecting praise and minimizing your achievements. This constant self-doubt can lead to a vicious cycle. The more you focus on your perceived flaws, the worse you feel about yourself. This in turn leads to more self-criticism and negative self-talk, perpetuating the cycle of low self-worth. Low self-esteem often hides in plain sight. It disguises itself as shyness, perfectionism, or even arrogance. But beneath these facades lies a deep-seated belief that we are not enough. Recognizing the signs of low self-esteem is the first step towards healing. It's about becoming aware of the negative self-talk, the self-sabotaging behaviors, and the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Do you find yourself constantly seeking approval from others? Do you struggle to set boundaries or say no? Do you shy away from challenges or opportunities for growth? These could all be signs that low self-esteem is impacting your life. It's important to remember that you are not alone and that healing is possible. By understanding the nature of low self-esteem, we can begin to challenge the negative beliefs and cultivate a more compassionate and empowering self-image. Seeds of doubt, the roots of low self-esteem. Low self-esteem rarely appears out of thin air. It's often a result of experiences and messages we've internalized over time, particularly during our formative years. These early experiences can plant seeds of doubt that, if left unexamined, can grow into deeply ingrained beliefs about our lack of worth. Imagine a child constantly criticized for their efforts, told they're not good enough or smart enough, or a child who experiences neglect or emotional unavailability from their caregivers, leaving them feeling unseen and unheard. These early wounds can leave lasting scars on our sense of self. Furthermore, traumatic experiences such as bullying, abuse, or witnessing violence can shatter a child's sense of safety and security. These events can lead to deeply ingrained beliefs about being unworthy of love, protection, or even basic human decency. As we grow older, these early experiences can manifest in various ways. We might become overly sensitive to criticism, constantly seeking validation from others to compensate for the lack of self-acceptance. We might shy away from challenges, fearing that failure will confirm our deepest insecurities. The weight of words: how criticism shapes our self-view. Words have immense power. They can uplift, inspire, and heal, but they can also wound, diminish, and destroy. When we're repeatedly exposed to criticism, negativity, and judgment, it's no wonder our self-esteem takes a hit. Think about the messages you received growing up. Were you constantly compared to siblings or peers? Were your efforts met with discouragement or ridicule? Did you receive conditional love, where your worthiness was contingent upon your achievements or behavior? These messages, even if unintentional, can shape our self-perception in profound ways. We internalize these criticisms, carrying them with us like invisible baggage. We start to believe the negative narrative, questioning our abilities, doubting our worth, and shrinking back from opportunities for growth. This internalized criticism becomes the voice of our inner critic, that relentless voice that whispers doubts and undermines our confidence. It tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, attractive enough, or worthy enough, and the more we listen to this voice, the more we believe it to be true. The comparison trap, measuring ourselves against others. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. Social media bombards us with curated images of perfection, showcasing the highlight reels of others' lives, while conveniently omitting the struggles, insecurities, and imperfections that lie beneath the surface. We scroll through our feeds, comparing our behind-the-scenes realities to the carefully constructed facades presented online. We compare our bodies, our relationships, our careers, our homes, our families, and even our seemingly insignificant daily experiences. And inevitably, we find ourselves lacking. This constant comparison steals our joy, fuels our insecurities, and keeps us trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and dissatisfaction. We lose sight of our own unique gifts, talents, and accomplishments, focusing instead on what we perceive to be lacking in ourselves. The truth is, comparison is a thief of joy. It's a dangerous game that we can never truly win, because there will always be someone who appears to have more, do more, or be more than us. The key is to recognize that everyone's journey is unique and that our worthiness is not determined by how we measure up to others. Section 4. Breaking free from the past. Recognizing we are not our experiences. It's important to remember that our past experiences, while they may have shaped us, do not define us. We are not our mistakes, our failures, or the negative messages we've internalized along the way. We have the power to choose a different path, to challenge our limiting beliefs, and to create a new narrative for ourselves. This process of breaking free from the past requires self-compassion, forgiveness, and a willingness to embrace the journey of healing. It's about recognizing that our worthiness is inherent and cannot be earned or taken away. It's about learning to silence the inner critic and replace negative self-talk with words of affirmation, encouragement, and love. As we embark on this journey, it's essential to surround ourselves with supportive people who uplift us, believe in us, and remind us of our inherent worth. Seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor can also provide invaluable guidance and support as we navigate the complexities of healing from low self-esteem. Remember, you are worthy of love, happiness, and fulfillment. You are capable of achieving great things. Embrace your journey, celebrate your progress, and never give up on the power of self-discovery and transformation. Section 1. The Scars of Childhood. Early Experiences and Their Lasting Impact. Childhood, a time of wonder and exploration, is also a period of immense vulnerability. The experiences we have during those formative years, both positive and negative, play a crucial role in shaping our sense of self. When children are consistently exposed to criticism, neglect, or abuse, it can leave deep-seated scars on their developing self-esteem. Imagine a young child constantly being told they're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy of love. Perhaps their efforts are met with indifference, criticism, or even ridicule, leaving them feeling inadequate and unseen. These early experiences can create a narrative of self-doubt that can follow them into adulthood, shaping their relationships, career choices, and overall well-being. Similarly, children who experience neglect or emotional unavailability from their caregivers may internalize a sense of worthlessness. They may feel invisible, as if their needs and feelings don't matter. This lack of emotional validation can lead to a deep-seated belief that they are not deserving of love, attention, or care. Furthermore, traumatic experiences such as physical, emotional, or sexual abuse can have a devastating impact on a child's developing self-esteem. These events can shatter a child's sense of safety and security, leaving them feeling broken, unworthy, and deeply ashamed. Section 2. The social gauntlet: navigating peer pressure and societal expectations. As children grow older and enter the social jungle of adolescence and adulthood, they encounter a new set of challenges to their self-esteem. Peer pressure, societal expectations, and cultural norms can create immense pressure to conform, often at the expense of one's authentic self. Imagine a teenager navigating the treacherous waters of high school, bombarded with messages about popularity, physical appearance, and social status. They may feel pressured to conform to certain body image ideals, engage in risky behaviors to gain acceptance, or suppress their true thoughts and feelings to fit in with the cool crowd. This constant pressure to conform can lead individuals to internalize a sense of inadequacy. They may compare themselves to others, focusing on their perceived flaws and shortcomings. This social comparison can fuel feelings of envy, jealousy, and self-doubt, eroding their self-esteem and leading them to question their worth. Moreover, societal expectations about success, achievement, and happiness can also contribute to low self-esteem. The relentless pursuit of external validation, often measured by material possessions, career advancements, or social media likes, can leave individuals feeling empty, inadequate, and perpetually striving for something just out of reach. The mirror of relationships: how our connections shape our self-view. Our relationships, from our earliest bonds with caregivers, to our romantic partnerships, friendships, and professional connections, serve as mirrors reflecting back to us our perceived worthiness. When these relationships are healthy and supportive, they can bolster our self-esteem and foster a sense of belonging and acceptance. However, when relationships are characterized by criticism, negativity, or abuse, they can chip away at our self-worth, leaving us feeling devalued, unworthy, and deeply insecure. Toxic relationships in particular can be incredibly damaging to our self-esteem. Imagine being in a romantic relationship where your partner constantly criticizes your appearance, your intelligence, or your life choices. Perhaps they belittle your accomplishments, dismiss your feelings, or gaslight you into questioning your own sanity. Over time, this constant barrage of negativity can erode your self-esteem, making you doubt your own judgment, your worthiness of love, and your ability to make sound decisions. Furthermore, relationships with family members, friends, or colleagues can also impact our self-esteem. If you're surrounded by people who are constantly putting you down, gossiping about you, or making you feel small, it's bound to take a toll on your sense of self. The digital age dilemma: social media's influence on self-worth. In today's hyper-connected world, social media has become both a blessing and a curse. While it can connect us with loved ones, provide a platform for self-expression, and raise awareness about important social issues, it can also fuel insecurity, comparison, and a distorted sense of self. Imagine scrolling through your Instagram feed, bombarded with images of seemingly perfect lives, exotic vacations, luxurious homes, flawless bodies, and picture-perfect families. It's easy to fall into the comparison trap, measuring our own behind-the-scenes realities against the carefully curated facades presented online. This constant exposure to idealized versions of others can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and self-doubt. We may start to focus on our perceived flaws, comparing our bodies, our relationships, our careers, and even our seemingly insignificant daily experiences to the unattainable standards set by social media influencers and our online connections. Moreover, the quest for likes, comments, and followers can become addictive, fueling a need for external validation that can never be fully satiated. We may start to base our self-worth on the number of likes our latest selfie receives, or the number of followers we have, tying our sense of value to fleeting digital currency. Internal saboteurs: negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. While external factors like childhood experiences, societal pressures, and social media can significantly impact our self-esteem, it's often our own internal dialogue, our negative self-talk and limiting beliefs that hold us back from embracing our full potential. Imagine a constant stream of negative thoughts running through your mind, whispering doubts, criticisms, and self-defeating messages. I'm not good enough. I'm going to fail. I'm not worthy of love. These internal saboteurs can undermine our confidence, sabotage our efforts, and keep us trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and fear. These negative thoughts often stem from deeply ingrained beliefs that we've internalized over time, often rooted in childhood experiences or past traumas. We may believe that we're not worthy of love, that we're not capable of success, or that we're fundamentally flawed in some way. These limiting beliefs act as invisible barriers, holding us back from pursuing our dreams, taking risks, and embracing new opportunities for growth. They can manifest in various ways, from procrastination and self-sabotage to social anxiety and fear of intimacy. Rewrite your narrative challenging negative thoughts. Imagine your mind as a garden. Negative thoughts are like weeds. If left unchecked, they can take root and choke the beautiful flowers of self-worth trying to bloom. Overcoming low self-esteem requires becoming aware of these weeds, gently uprooting them, and planting seeds of positivity and self-love in their place. The first step is recognizing and challenging negative self-talk. Pay attention to the voice inside your head. Does it speak to you with kindness and encouragement, or with harsh criticism and judgment? When you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm going to fail, or I'm unlovable, pause and challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief? Often, you'll find that these negative thoughts are based on fear and insecurity, not on facts. Challenge the validity of these thoughts, reminding yourself of your strengths, accomplishments, and the positive qualities that make you uniquely you. Replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, try saying, I am worthy, I am capable, I am enough. It might feel strange or even silly at first, but with consistent practice, these positive affirmations will begin to take root in your mind, gradually shifting your self-perception and boosting your self-esteem. Embrace imperfection, the power of self-compassion. We live in a world that often celebrates perfection. Social media feeds are filled with curated images of seemingly flawless lives, making it easy to feel inadequate and insecure. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion. Everyone makes mistakes, everyone has flaws, and everyone faces challenges. It's what makes us human. Self-compassion is about embracing our imperfections, treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and forgiveness that we would offer a dear friend. It's about recognizing that we are all works in progress, constantly learning, growing, and evolving. When you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up with self-criticism, practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself with the same gentle encouragement and understanding that you would offer a friend who is struggling. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, that this doesn't define you, and that it's an opportunity for learning and growth. Cultivating self-compassion is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about learning to silence the inner critic and replace it with a voice of kindness, support, and understanding. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of love and acceptance just as you are, imperfections and all. Shifting the focus, from comparison to gratitude. Comparison is the thief of joy. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, focusing on what we lack or what they have that we don't, we inevitably feel inadequate, envious, and dissatisfied with our own lives. It's a recipe for unhappiness and low self-esteem. Shifting our focus from comparison to gratitude can be transformative. Instead of dwelling on what we don't have, gratitude encourages us to appreciate the good in our lives, the simple joys, the loving relationships, the small victories, and the unique qualities that make us who we are. Start each day by reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a sunny day, a kind word from a stranger, or the love of family and friends. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, we shift our perspective, cultivate a sense of contentment, and boost our overall well-being. Remember, everyone's journey is unique. We all have our own strengths, challenges, and paths to follow. Instead of comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, focus on writing your own story, embracing your unique journey, and celebrating your own definition of success. We are social creatures, wired for connection. Our relationships provide us with love, support, a sense of belonging, and a mirror reflecting back to us our perceived worthiness. When we surround ourselves with positive, supportive people, it can do wonders for our self-esteem. Nurture your relationships with family and friends who uplift you, believe in you, and make you feel good about yourself. Seek out connections with people who share your values, interests, and passions. Engage in activities that bring you joy and connect you with like-minded individuals. Remember, you are not alone in your journey. Reach out to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or support group. Sharing your struggles with someone who listens without judgment and offers empathy and support can make a world of difference. Toxic relationships, on the other hand, can be incredibly damaging to our self-esteem. If you're in a relationship with someone who constantly criticizes you, puts you down, or makes you feel bad about yourself, it's essential to set healthy boundaries and prioritize your own well-being. Overcoming low self-esteem is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of self-discovery, healing, and growth that takes time, effort, and a whole lot of self-compassion. It's important to celebrate the small victories along the way, to acknowledge your progress and to remind yourself that you are capable of change. Did you challenge a negative thought today? Did you practice self-compassion instead of self-criticism? Did you set a healthy boundary in a relationship? Did you take a small step towards a goal that scares you? These are all victories worth celebrating. Keep a journal to track your progress. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and the small victories you experience along the way. Reflect on how far you've come, acknowledge your resilience, and celebrate your growth. Remember, you are a work in progress, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself, embrace the journey, and never underestimate the power of small steps taken consistently over time. You are not your past, you are not your mistakes, you are not the negative voices that have whispered doubts in your ear. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are strong. You have within you the power to rewrite your story, to heal old wounds, and to create a life filled with joy, meaning, and self-love. It's easy to feel lost in a world that often values perfection, comparison, and external validation. But your worthiness is not determined by the number of likes on your latest post, the size of your jeans, or the opinions of others. Your worthiness is inherent. It comes from within. Remember, you are not alone. Millions of people around the world struggle with low self-esteem. Reaching out for support, whether from a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or support group, can make a world of difference. Sharing your story, your struggles, and your triumphs can be incredibly empowering, both for you and for those who listen. Healing from low self-esteem is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of self-discovery, of learning to love and accept yourself unconditionally, of challenging negative thoughts and beliefs, and of building a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. There will be days when you feel discouraged, when the negative self-talk creeps back in, and when you question your own worth. But on those days, remember to be kind to yourself. Embrace your imperfections, celebrate your progress, and never give up on your journey of healing and growth. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, inspire you, and remind you of your inner strength. Engage in activities that bring you joy, ignite your passions, and make you feel alive. Practice gratitude for the good in your life, the simple joys, and the unique qualities that make you uniquely you. Remember, you are a work in progress, and that's okay. The journey of self-love and self-acceptance is ongoing, filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Embrace the journey, celebrate your progress, and never underestimate the power of small steps taken consistently over time.